Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to talk about Sparks of Awakening and crafting in Season 4. Give you everything you need to know about how to craft the latest upgraded pieces of gear for your characters. Now the number one and most important step is to obtain Sparks of Awakening. The main method of attaining Sparks of Awakening will be to do your weekly quest, which is available from Veldraken. It rotates between Dragon Isles, Zaralek Caverns, and Amdrasil, depending on which area is awakened for that week. By completing the quest, you will receive your weekly awakened activity, which will give you one awakening charge. You can see there that it will give you a weekly spark for crafting. But you're not just limited to one per week. By completing this quest is how you're going to obtain your main piece. Now, you can obtain further pieces or further sparks of awakening by obtaining one splintered spark per week. So before we continue on today, let's just take a look. As you can see, hand in the quest. As you do so, you will receive your chest, and you will also receive one splintered spark of awakening. Excellent. Okay, splintered sparks of awakening are not solely limited to the weekly quest. They are also obtainable via mythic dungeons. Okay, and you can obtain up to one full spark from mythic dungeons. So mythic dungeons, raids, world bosses all have a chance to drop a splintered spark as well. You will need 2 splintered sparks and 250 flight stones to be able to create one singular spark. So that means in the space of 2 weeks you can create 3 sparks, because you can get one whole spark from world, raid, and dungeon drops, and you can get half from your weekly quest. So pretty good stuff. Now let's talk a little bit about what you do with the sparks. Once you do have a Spark of Awakening, the very next step is going to be to create your Enchanted Crests. Now there's a couple ways to go about this. Firstly, obtaining crests is quite simple. If you have an enchanter, you can create crests. You do need to be a max level enchanter, but you can create the Enchanted Aspects Awakening Crest, which is the latest one. You will need one Nascent Aspects Awakened Crest, which is obviously the dragon crests that you collect, and a bunch of materials, but you'll be able to craft it and then send it to alts or yourself. The other method for obtaining it is even more simple. Well, obtaining the recipe, I should say, is pretty simple. As an enchanter, you'll get the recipe immediately upon completing your first weekly chest. So again, super simple to obtain the recipe to create the crests. If you don't feel like enchanting or being an enchanter or creating your own crests, you can simply order it off of the trade order station. If you go down to trade goods and optional reagents, you can see the Enchanted Awakening Crest there. You will need to, of course, provide the Dragon Crest for it, but you can pretty much get it done, so you don't actually need to level an enchanter or go through any of that admin. Just provide the supplies and someone will be able to do it for you. Now, in terms of crafting your actual gear, once you do have your crest, you will need the spark and the crest, and then you will be able to apply both to your requisite gear piece, and that will raise its item level depending on the quality. Increasing quality is the same as it's always been. Using optional reagents and good quality materials, you'll be able to boost the overall quality of the gear that you make, and that will increase its overall item level. Because of this, and because you're able to create 3 sparks in 2 weeks, you should in theory be able to gear up your character with 6 pieces of gear in 2 weeks, but remember, you are limited when you create crafted gear. Alternatively, you can always trade order for the gear. By simply providing the resources, you can press the piece of gear. Once you do have your spark and once you do have your crest, you can apply them both, add them in, and someone will be able to craft it for you. So again, you don't actually need to be a really good crafter. If you even just collect your sparks and collect the dragon crests, you can get someone to still do it for you. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video and this has answered your questions regarding crafting. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and bye.